Alright, I am back with another Destiny 2 video. I didn't have one specific topic to talk about today, but I did notice it is exactly 48 days until Witch Queen, so we are within a month and a half or so of release. And I thought I would just run a strike here that is already almost over, so I guess this won't be very long. But I want to talk about kind of the next month and a half here, what I'm hoping to hear from Bungie, what I'm hoping to see in the game, and things like that. There was pretty much nothing left to happen except for the one story beat that will give us the last, whatever the mission is for Season of the Lost, which will no doubt be Savathun emerging from her chrysalis and maybe us killing her, and that's how she gets the lights, and then she retreats to her throne world, or whatever happens, some kind of combination of that. Pretty much it will involve Morosov thinking she's incredibly smart, and that not being the case at all. This will come with at least one more lore entry, at least one more radio message, which is a different way of delivering lore. We used to have those pretty much every week. Oh, finally, an enemy to shoot. I'm so far behind. I guess someone quit out of this. They're going to all be dead by the time I get there, aren't they? Yeah, probably. Besides that, what I'm really hoping for is, I get that this is like a longer than normal season, and they have done a really good job with the kind of mid-season refresh with the Dares of Eternity stuff and the new dungeon, so I am not expecting anything else kind of besides that, and I think they just more or less want us to be running that for the rest of the time here. But I would personally like to see some sort of community event, community challenge, puzzle, secret, something in that category. It does not have to be something crazy elaborate. We don't necessarily need like a secret exotic or something, but it has been a very long time since we have gotten kind of anything that's really resembling a true mystery in Destiny, or like a puzzle or some sort of weekly, check-in occurrence thing. These are usually just when the season starts now, but if you remember back in Beyond Light, we had something that was... oh god, that was close. We had something that was the evacuation of the old planets, where we knew these things were being sunset, and so there was like, they were packing up their bags and so, and then there were like little bits of lore about who was leaving and who was not leaving, and then that all led to the events of Beyond Light, where all the planets got shrouded in darkness, and we got lore about what happened to most of them, and I kind of forget who died and who didn't die. I think Ashen Mir like collapsed the Pyramidion, but recently we've gotten indications he may have merged with like the Vex network or something and is controlling harpies around us, which is hilarious. Besides that, however, Sloane was dead. But like the point is like things happened in preparation for that big kind of content vaulting. We didn't get anything, I don't think, with Callus specifically, but then like Leviathan went away and came back later with the Presage. I kind of want to see something like that with the Tangled Shore. We know the Tangled Shore as a destination is going away, as is the Forsaken campaign. So I am hoping that something with Spider happens, where I would love to kill Spider. I think that would be fantastic. But let's just blow this up. This is my new royal entry that I absolutely love. I would love there to be some sort of like, even if it's a limited time mission, some sort of thing where we have to kill Spider, or at least a cutscene or a lore entry, like anything where we're building up to kind of Spider's demise here. Maybe Spider doesn't die, maybe Spider just escapes, but I would take that too. The reason being, like, we've seen, there was one piece of lore earlier in the season that was essentially Morosov telling Petra to assassinate Spider, like without saying that, but very strongly hinting that. This is, of course, because Spider took advantage of Morosov being gone, and he enjoyed having fun with her brother when he was a brainwashed, or not brainwashed, but like memory loss, dude who just came back from the dead, didn't know who he was, and then he was enslaved and threatened to be blown up. So Morosov is not taken too kindly to that, and I would love for there to be something involving that. If not that, like some sort of puzzle, something, just anything to kind of keep us occupied, other than just us guessing when, the final mission is going to come up. This seems like a really good opportunity for that. We have literally nothing on the calendar, I don't think. I mean, even when the mission is happening, it's not on the calendar, so there's just nothing until Witch Queen. But it would strike me as kind of weird for there to have been kind of that big lead up to content vaulting and sunsetting when Beyond Light hit, but this is arguably a bigger and more important expansion than Beyond Light, and yet we have not really seen anything like that. We just have Savathun's Chrysalis, and we sort of kind of know what is going to happen with that. Like, it's not like some huge shock that, you know, she's going to emerge and probably die and then go to her throne world. So I am hoping to see something of that nature involving an actual lore reason why the Tangled Shore is going away. But we have not really gotten any indications of stuff like that. Nothing is changing week to week here. I checked to see if anything happened at Reset, anything at all, and I could not find anything. In terms of just information I would like to see, if that would be... I'm trying to burn Protheon here. I don't think we're going to get him in one, but that's fine. I don't even have Nova Bomb on in the other one. I'm only Void right now because I'm trying to get the last run for my Pinnacle here. And I really want to know about crafting. That is one thing that we know essentially nothing about, just that it is some sort of space in the Witch Queen, but it has the potential to change gear acquisition in the game essentially forever. That seems like a very important thing to have some more information about, so I'm very much hoping they do a deep dive into crafting sometime in the next month here. You know, if they want to show off previews for weapons and things like that, like that's great too. But you know, I also want a more involved Void preview in terms of what the abilities do. I'm okay if they keep some of that a secret. I think it would be kind of neat to discover new Void builds without them literally like having to list every aspect and fragment. But crafting is something that we know essentially nothing about, like pretty much nothing at all. And yet it looks to be one of the most major changes to gear acquisition in the game. I'm very curious just if this is going to be kind of a way of sunsetting without sunsetting, like they're not knocking anyone's power level down or anything like that, but they are introducing it so that will be like the more desired way in order to get weapons. Right now, they've said that like crafting may help us save space in the vault. I assume that means you can maybe grind out a weapon and unlock multiple perks for it, so like different perks in each column, like we're doing with these. So you know you have these, but then maybe over time you can grind and work toward a different perk, something like that. I am curious if this is something that can only be done in the Witch Queen, like very, very specifically to the Witch Queen, like you have to go to that exact location and do it, or if this is something that will be open to more players. I know that, you know, this is tied to the Witch Queen. I actually got the +1, perfect. Usually it's in the wrong slot. But yeah, we'll see what happens there. And that's kind of my major concern. Like, I'm okay if they keep a lot of story stuff under wraps. Personally, like I think that in some cases the less they reveal the better. I think their like true detective teasers have been pretty solid so far. You know they're going to keep things like the raid under wraps. I'm curious to find out like how many new strikes they're introducing. I'm curious about what's going on with the new. I think there's two reprised Crucible maps coming, so hopefully we'll hear about those pretty soon. But yeah, so that's kind of what in-game stuff I'd like to see. Something having to do with Spider and the Tangled Shore leaving, some sort of story component there, in addition to whatever's going on with Savathun. And then the main thing I want to hear about is crafting over the next month or so we have like some idea what we're walking into here and maybe how we should be cleaning our vaults, things like that. So this is my punt. I'm going for all these. I was grinding out a bunch of transmog bounties, so I was just running a bunch of like strikes on repeat, and I got this royal entry, which I really love. This is the best roll I've ever gotten on this. And then I got this punching out, which seems... It's just really snappy. Killing Wind plus Kill Clip plus Flared plus Reload plus Stability. I might try and take this into Crucible and see how that does and pull a True Vanguard. But I'm pretty much done like playing for the most part. I got all my 10 new Transmog bounties in each character. I got Vidmaster. I got MMXXI. And I don't really care about anything else. I don't have the seasonal title, I guess, but that requires you to be doing like... you got to keep up with the weekly rotation of things. Like, I don't even... This, I assume, is the last thing. You have to complete the last thing. This, I have not done Legendary Forest of Echoes. This is Destiny the Meme trying to invite me to a fire team, but she doesn't know I'm recording a video. So, okay. So if this is all I have to do, I thought I had to find, like, every single secret in that. So, okay, I will do this. Is Forest of Echoes this week? I'm not sure. Wait, where do we even check that? Is it this? No, it's Astral Alignment. Is it... That's Debris of Dreams. Okay, so I got to sit around and wait for that to rotate again, and then I will get the seasonal title. But besides that, that's all I'm doing. And yeah, that's kind of my plan. I'm catching up on Genshin Impact. I wish that other games were coming out sooner than February 22nd because I could play those ahead of time instead of figuring out how I'm going to jam all those together in mid to late February there. But that's everyone's problem. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I will talk to you guys soon. Take care.